Can't believe it, but I graduate next Friday. So I added my stepmom and my biological mom as my people to fly with. And I added JD, obviously, as my registered companion. And everybody else is below that. But it's kind of annoying, though, because apparently only basically your parents, children, or spouse, significant other type people can come to graduation. And they have to come to graduation on standby. They may not even make it. Missing someone with all your missing someone with truthfully, guys, I don't even know how I'm still awake. I woke up this morning at 3 a.m. for my second work trip, and I flew to Charlotte, but there was a storm that came through Dallas and made everybody's flights either delayed or canceled. A few of us actually worked. The other majority just studied for the exam that we have tomorrow. I was not one of those people because I actually went on the work trip. I have to say, this one I did not enjoy. You know, I don't know, it wasn't that I don't like the job or anything crazy, like don't think ahead. It's just, I think for the first time I had to come in contact with challenging situations that you might imagine you would come in contact with in customer service. And we talk about these things all the time, but we never actually encountered them. At least we don't in the way that I did, as often in one flight or whatever. Or maybe I'm just naive to it all. I don't know. But what I do know is it wasn't pleasant, and I got to experience, you know, sitting on a runway for hours and traveling to different locations for hours, and sitting around airports and expecting flights to be on time and then they're not, and then expecting weather not to affect the flights, which is, again, probably stupid of me, but it was a lot. So I was supposed to get back today. My flight left just a little bit before 7. I got up at 3 to get ready, and I had to shuttle to the airport and all that jazz. But it was so hectic that I didn't even get a chance to film. So like last time, and you'll see, or if you have seen, I was able to get a little bit of footage, not much, but a little bit of footage for the work trip one, even like a photo I put on my Instagram and stuff. This, nothing. Like, it was just so chaotic. I met a couple people flight attendants who were telling me that I should not be based in Charlotte just because of the chaos that ensued today at that base at the airport. But then I had people that thought, you know, maybe that would be a great place for me. And then I met someone that is in DC, where I'm based now, and they were just super excited about me going to DC and said it's a really fun base and that it's not hard to commute in and out of. And yes, there are the 3 airports, but there's like shuttles, and so it made me feel a little bit better about staying there, even though it's not my favorite idea. But since JD left, it's pretty much just been studying and more studying and more studying. We have a test tomorrow, a test Friday, and our last test on Saturday. And then we have a week, Sunday, just the one day off, and then we have a full 5 days. But Monday through Thursday is kind of just preparing for graduation, and then Friday is just graduation. So yay, I'm almost done. That's all I can think of. Just almost done, almost home, almost my cat, almost to my man, almost to my life. It's just, it's a lot. So, speaking of which, he just texted me. So, but yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to take in. It's a lot to think about. It's a lot to consider. The money is weird right now. Like I'm trying to like balance that out, and I'm trying to keep track of the vlog. And I mean, as you can probably tell, I have went from like here to like here over the time, and I don't want that to be taken as like I'm not excited to do this. It's just I feel like this process is just so difficult. Like people underestimate how difficult this is, and I'm so glad I'm able to be on here expressing that, because I feel like a lot of people again do not share their honest perspective. So, or unless even if it is honest, I feel like it's biased to the good that could happen, or maybe they're just positive. I don't know, but this is the reality of someone who went from not a flight attendant to a flight attendant, and the middle pieces in between and how to make it happen. So anyway, that's that was my day. Tomorrow we have a long day full of testing and drills and God knows what else. So I'm gonna get off of here. JD's gonna call me before I head to bed, because it's now like almost 10 o'clock at night and I've been up since 3 a.m. As you can imagine, I'm exhausted. So yeah, I'm gonna get off of here and figure out life. So bye. Hey guys, it is officially week 6, because week 5 just ended like 2 minutes ago, because it's midnight. Sorry, I'm eating these like hot and spicy popcorn, what are they called? Puff corns. They're really good. But yeah, this week was insane. We had a lot of drills, a lot of tests. I didn't think I was gonna make it, because JD left like basically a day into the week. So it's just been crazy like ever since. Non-stop back-to-back stuff, but I'd rather it be this way, that way, because you know next week we don't have really much to do. But I made it. No more fails. I failed 1 exam officially, 1 in all of training. Can't believe it, but I graduate next Friday. So I added my stepmom and my biological mom as my people to fly with. And I added JD obviously as my registered companion. And everybody else is below that. But it's kind of annoying though, because apparently only basically your parents, children, or spouse, significant other type people can come to graduation, and they have to come to graduation on standby. They may not even make it. So they have to come in the night before. So JD will be back. He's flying on standby on Thursday. This coming up Thursday. The 16th, I think it is, May 16th, and he's leaving the day after. However, we're both going to Greensboro, right? Well, the company decided to book me my flight home on the 1:30 p.m. and graduation is over at like noon. So I have to run to the airport. And then I was like, well, at least he'll be able to get on that standby flight with me. Well, now it's not looking so good, because there are only 3 first class seats. And there are like -5 in main cabin. So I don't think he's gonna be able to fly home with me. maybe later that day, or to a different city like Raleigh, but that's neither here nor there. Also, update on Crash Pad. So he responded. I was approved. And I'll be able to, I think it's like 100. I think I said, what I tell you guys, 170, I think. $170. And that's to get the rest of May. So, and that's what I'm going to do. And then I'll see if I like it, depending on who's staying. I don't know who my roommates are or how that works out. I've never done this before, so. What's so ironic is I literally said when I first started this process that I was not into crash pads at all, but here I am. Another interesting thing is we've decided, me and JD, to go to DC because the company is giving me a hotel up to 5 days. I'm only going to take the last 2 days. So we're going the 20th. So a few days after training, we're going to fly there on standby, which will be interesting. A little nod to how well I'm going to be able to commute to work. But yeah, we're flying standby. And then we're going to stay a couple of days. And then he's going to go home before I have in-dock at my base. So in-dock is that Thursday, so he'll be there. We'll be hanging out in DC for a couple of days. I don't know my schedule yet. I don't know when I'll be flying. I don't know how that works exactly. I just know that the tests are over and that the crash pad situation is kind of working out. Also, I did some research tonight on, like, you know, what happens if I were to get a trip out of Baltimore or Dulles instead of DCA. And it looks like if I have to go to Baltimore, it looks like I have to take a train from DCA to Union Street something or whatever in the middle of DC, and then transfer over to an Amtrak. But they're cheap. Like the one ways are like $17 to get to Baltimore, to the airport. So, and I think the Amtrak drops you off like at the airport, as in it has like a station, Amtrak station there. So that's good. And then if I had to go to Dulles, I would have to take a train to one train to another train, and that train to the end of the train line, basically all the way out in Dulles, Virginia. And from there, I would just Uber, like a 7-minute Uber ride or 10-minute Uber ride, whatever it is, over to the airport. So hopefully those will be far and few in between trips. I hope I just stay at DCA until I can get the transfer to Charlotte. But at least that exists. What else? Let's see. So Charlotte. I want to put the transfer in because I know how to put the transfer in, but we have a scheduled block time next week sometime to do that, and I don't want to like do it before then and then get in trouble for it or something. So I think I'm just going to hold out. It's not going to matter anyway because it's based on seniority. So even if someone that's older or, you know, has been around longer or whatever, if they you know, want to go to Charlotte before me, after me, they're going to get it before me because their seniority is higher up on the totem pole. So there's really no reason to rush it, trying to put it in, because it's just going to be based on how many people want to go, what their seniority numbers are, and when they pull the list for transfer. So I'm just praying that that happens fast because this is a lot. But the tests are over. Yay. Also, I was thinking to myself, well, with all the money I'm spending in transit, you know, and whatnot, and buying out passes and all this other stuff, I was like, maybe not right away, but maybe like at some point I should take my car to DC because it's only like a 4 hours and 40-minute ride north, and just leave it at the hotel crash pad. And that way I can just have something to drive around while I'm there, and then just, you know, have JD's car, since we're consolidating households anyway. Or at least that's the plan. I still need to call and find out about the possibility of getting that lease up on the market. I still need a haircut. Also really gross, I have to tell you. So apparently I had a banana in my bag and forgot about it. So it's in this like weird compartment, and it's just smushed, and I had to take it out, and there's like juices in it. It's just disgusting. So it's my work bag, and now I have to find time to clean that and do laundry. And so I just walked upstairs to do my laundry because it's late and I figured no one was going to be using it. Good sign, I didn't hear any, you know, laundry moving on the washing machine upstairs, and there's only one, I told you. And I walk in, and there's a giant sign, and it's like, out of order, sorry for the inconvenience. Of course it's going to be out of order. So anyway, guys, that's pretty much what it's been like this week. A lot of just finalizing stuff. So next week's plans, we have drill on 1 aircraft. That's it. The rest of the week we have pretty much just food service stuff and like some self-defense stuff. And other than that, it's pretty much just jam-packed full of goodbyes and paperwork and base information and system information, and, you know, just preparing us for the launch into the real world as grown little ducks. So we've gone from little ducklings to ducks, and now things are about to get really, really real. But anyway, I just wanted to jump on here and say all that because I will forget. And now I'm going to probably go downstairs and see if I can snag some salt and pepper. And then I'm going to eat this avocado because I really want avocado. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow and maybe the next, I don't know, whenever I can. You know how it is. Bye. Hey guys, thanks for watching my video. If you enjoyed keeping up with the life with me, please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and stay tuned for clips from the next vlog. And as always, keep in mind, positive thoughts generate positive feelings and attract positive life experiences. Bye!